years after giving their pastor the boot. There's chaos in the church once again at the New Galilean Missionary Baptist. As WJTV's Candace Coleman reports, this time it's the deacon board the congregation wants out.
No. Just a few feet from the pulpit, members came close to blows Sunday morning at New Galilean Missionary Baptist Church. A years-long power struggle has a majority of the congregation giving the interim deacon board the pink slip.
We allowed them 3 years to get it right, and we can't get it right with them. And today, we're asking them to turn their keys in and leave.
They have been extremely rude. They don't allow us to voice our opinions, and we know that by the bylaws of the church, the power is in the pews.
Members say they voted earlier in the month to unseat the 5 men, but they say the deacon board is holding the church hostage. Members cited in this letter the deacons disrespect elders, unlawfully attempt to have church members arrested, and threaten members by viewing individual tithing records.
And the members have to shut up, so when the member has a question, they turn the lights out and they turn the mic off.
When I tried to address the deacons on the matter, I was met with aggression.
There was no vote.
Get the camera and leave.
Don't be aggressive.
Please.
You cannot touch me.
Please get the... Ma'am, this is private property. Do you understand
You
that?
can't touch her.
Go sit
You
down,
can't touch
please.
her.
I back you up. You ain't got nothing hands up and let you see him.
This isn't the first shouting match at New Galilean. In 2015, we shot this video when the congregation voted out its pastor. He's gone now, and Glendale Robinson serves as interim pastor. But Sunday morning, the parishioners who support the deacons spent nearly 20 minutes singing, not allowing him to start service. The deacon board eventually left, but instead of turning in their keys,
This is what happened when we members voice their opinion.
they turned off the sanctuary microphones and lights.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, when I woke up this morning, I felt fire shut down all up in my bones. I mean, it's just like I was on fire. Was that Peter or Paul said that? It was one or the other. But anyway, you people know what I'm talking about. And also, when I woke up, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I want to thank God, first of all, for just waking me up in my right mind. You know, and also for all the subscribers out there, for all the friends and family, you know, because I consider us one big family. So, you already know I'm about to dig all the way up in these deacons, behind, no homo. But at the same time, you know, when I hear stories like this, it really makes me think, and it makes me question who really called these people. Because you know how they say, well, are you called by God? Have God called you to preach yet? Now, I know some of you all don't believe in God. So if you don't believe in God, unless you want a good laugh, this video is not going to do you much justice or much good. But at the same time, this is for the believers, and this is for the deceivers also, who love to go in these churches and cause hell. Yes, I'm talking about the church down there in Jackson, Mississippi. Big shout out to Jackson, Mississippi. All my friends over there on the north and the south side. Yeah, I've been through Jackson before. All of you all holding it down over there at JSU, Jackson State University. But anyway, I just had to shout you all out. But nothing I like, nothing I dislike. I don't want to use the word hate since this is about somewhat spirituality. I don't want to use that word hate. You know what I'm saying? This is why I dislike fake preachers and fake deacons, missionaries, whoever. You know what I'm saying? If you professing to be a person of God, you supposed to be, number one, a righteous, stand-up, moral person. You don't supposed to be somebody going in these institutions, these churches, these institutions, businesses, whatever you want to call it, sanctuaries. You can call it what you want to call it. You do not supposed to go in these churches and raise saying like the old folks say, or go in there sassing somebody like the old folks say. You supposed to go in there with God on your mind and God in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to go in there with your money on your mind and your mind on your money. No, you're supposed to have God on your mind. But unfortunately, this church, New Galilean Baptist Church, must have forgot the way, because About 3 years ago, they went through a pastor, you know what I'm saying, got rid of him. It caused a whole huge confusion, as you all could go on the internet and probably see that video. Well, not probably, you can go on the internet and see that video. So they've been having problems. Now, they got rid of the pastor, put in, I guess, a new deacon board, the interim deacon board. They got so many damn deacon boards, I don't know who's leading what. You know, you got deacon board 1, deacon board 2, usher board 1, usher board 2, the old folks choir, the senior choir, the last leg choir. The last leg choir is the ones that's barely getting around, and they about to go to the upper room any day now. That's the last leg. That's when you're on your last leg. They got the youth choir. They got the junior choir. I mean, the church got so many doggone different categories of people. But the thing about it is that no matter how many different categories they have of usher boys, deacons, and choirs, you still supposed to be like, how can I say this? Family. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be family. I remember when I was going to church when I was young, before I started the story, I remember how it used to be, even though we used to get whoopings and stuff. We used to have to go to church. It wasn't no calling the state, talking about somebody whooping my ass or whatever. They didn't give a damn. Your parents could beat the hell out you back then. Some of them was. So it wasn't that I'm going to call the people on you. And hell, parents back then wouldn't even worry about the people, even though it wasn't that long ago. You feel me? They didn't start that shit until the damn 90s and early 2000s when you couldn't whoop your kids' ass. But anyway, now, I remember going to church and seeing how people would fellowship. Then I also noticed a few things. I'm like, why are they taking up a building fund for this building if they haven't even put a doorknob on the building? Why are they taking up a love offering? What's a love offering? Didn't you already pass that plate around 2 times? What the hell is a love offering? Can somebody tell me that? Because after you passed that plate around more than twice, I lost all the love. You feel me? Now I'm just giving it because I don't want you to sit up here and say that I'm not contributing to the church, or I'm not living right, or God gonna punish me for not giving to you. And also, if you heard in this video where it also said that these people, these deacons or whoever was over this church, was basically getting mad at these people if they wasn't paying their tithes, if their tithes wasn't up. What? I mean, let me know something. I want to know something. Is the tithes, is this dealing with the old law or the Old Testament or the New Testament? Somebody let me know that. I want somebody to really explain that to me in the comment section about these tithes or whatnot, because they have some churches would not even bury you if you do not pay your tithes. Just like the church in Houston. Let me call that joke out. The woman been going to the church 40 some years, felt ill, been in the hospital all this time and stuff. Nobody went by and checked on the woman and stuff, and the people her children were basically asking the church to help out. And then when the woman died, she requested before she died that her church that she was raised up in, even though she didn't pay tithes because she was sick, she didn't have no money, she requested that church bury her. And guess what the church did? Say, no, we can't bury her. And they didn't bury her. Ain't that something? So I wanna ask you, like that Tupac song said, not keep your head up or shed some in tears. Who do you believe in? Anyway, let me go and start this story off. So I'm gonna read a snippet from this story and I'm gonna give my opinion. Surely as we go. Sanctuary shouting match disrupts church service. And you know one thing about it. If you got a church that disorderly, yeah, this is very disorderly. This is like a dysfunctional family. You feel me? It's like everybody running around like a chicken with their head cut off, as the country folks say. Now, this church is called New Galilean Baptist Church, and members voted out the interim deacon board. Now, what's the difference between an interim deacon board and a deacon board? Can somebody please let me know that? It's a lot of confusion going on. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever happened to just having simple titles. Deacon board, usher board, missionary board, whatever. There's so many damn boards. Anyway, let's go and start this story. Now, 3 years after the congregation gave the pastor gave him the boot. Yes, now I'm not talking about H-Town knocking the boots, gave him the boots, like get your butt up out of here. There is chaos in the church once again at New Galilean Missionary Baptist Church. Oh, Lord. This time it's the deacon board the congregation wants out. They want the deacon board out. And choir, if y'all ain't hitting them notes right, they might want y'all up out of there next. So you better get on point, because them elders in that church is not playing, and I do not blame them. Now, the years long power struggle has majority of the congregation giving the interim deacon board the pink slip, and they're not playing. They're going to set it off in that joker like Lil Bootsy and Juvenile. Now, we allowed them 3 years ago to get it right, and we can't get it right with them. And today, we are asking them to turn in their keys and leave. Brenda Evans, a member of 16 years, said. Now, Brenda done been there 16 years, and you know a woman named Brenda. 9 times out of 10, with a woman named Brenda, most likely they thick and they healthy. And I'm not calling this woman fat or big. No, we call that big fine, if you will. We call that thick, because I'm telling you, boy, Brenda had a lot of junk in the trunk. Lord forgive me, but I couldn't help but see it. I guess it was the color of her dress. But anyway, big shout out to Miss Evans, because I know she probably see this video. But anyway, when you have a woman named Brenda, you know damn well one thing about it, they're not gonna not gonna play with you, and also they're not gonna pray hell if you don't make them mad enough. They're gonna whoop your butt. But anyway. Now, she said they allowed them 3 years to get it right. And you know when somebody count down the number of time, you know what I'm saying, down to the last day and second to get your stuff in order. I was finna say get your house in order, but really I was finna say get your shit in order. You know, you give somebody a certain amount of time to get things straight. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's girlfriend, boyfriend, whether it's a family member, whether it's friends or whatever. You feel me? You give them enough time to set things right. And after a certain time has passed, a certain time has elapsed, if you ain't got your stuff together by then, if you don't have everything in order by then, we need to find us a new chief. We need to find us a new whatever we need to replace you with, because you're not getting on board. So I don't blame them far as that go. But when when somebody said we gave them 3 years, 3 years long enough to get damn near anything in order. You could build a skyscraper in 3 years. Let's continue. Now, she also said she wants them to turn in the keys and leave. That means turn in your Bibles. You don't need them no more, because if you live by that Bible, we wouldn't even have this problem. You feel me? So turn in your Bibles, turn in your Bible study guides, all that, even turning your doggone choir robes. You feel me? Even the ones you got hanging up in your closet, and some of you all been having to hang up in there. The damn yellow, the white part done turned yellow right there. You know what I'm saying? Got plastic over it. We need those too, because we can sell those to the next church that's over. I think what's the next church? Mount Calvary or something like that. We can sell those robes to them and make back the money that we spent on y'all sorry asses. Now let's continue. Members say they voted earlier in the month to unseat the 5 men. The 5 men, like the 5 horsemen. Like, it remind me of Chris Webber and Jalen Rose back in the day, the Fab Five. You know what I'm saying? 5 men that would not go down. Now, but according to the opposing, congregation, the deacon board is holding the church hostage. The deacon board said, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. We won't go without a fight. You feel me? Y'all got to come better than this. Y'all better get Jesus down here himself to come and make us get up out of here. That's the only way we going to leave, unless Jackson police come too. Now, if it ain't Jesus, it got to be the other J, Jackson police. If it ain't those two, they're not going to move an inch. So either you're going to get Jesus on the main line, or you can get Jackson State down there, you know what I'm saying, and make them get the hell up out of there and vacate the premises. One of the others got to start with a J. Jackson Police or Jesus. One of them is going to make a move. Let's see who's going to make a move first. Now, they have been extremely rude. They don't allow us to voice our opinions. Huh? I mean, you got people in prison can voice their opinion. You got people still in Guantanamo Bay that can voice their opinions when they ain't beating the hell out of them. So why in the hell can't you all voice your opinion? What the hell is this? You feel me? America is slowly turning to the dark side every day. Now, and they said also, and we know that by the bylaws of the church, that the church power is in the pews. Yes, it is. It's in the numbers. It's in the numbers. Said mother, because she like a mother. She might not be. So don't get mad at me, Miss Sheila Anderson. That's her name. She's a member of 4 years there. So she must spend her other 50, 60 years somewhere else at another church. You know what I'm saying? Probably got fed up with them too also. But she does have a point. And big shout out to Miss Sheila Anderson for that. That the numbers, the power is in the pews. Because guess what? You all can leave. They won't have no church. You feel me? In the same way with government. That's how government ran. We give the Trumps, the Barack Obamas, the George Bushes, or whoever else the power. Because without the people, they don't have no power. And if you was to turn against them, they would still have no power, because the power is in the numbers. I'm not going to preach today. You know what I'm saying? But I came to tell you this. I'm not going to be long, but I'm going to be strong. Let's continue. Now, in a letter passed around the sanctuary on Sunday morning, they passing letters around, throwing the airplane, making air. You know, you used to be in school, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. Some of y'all still making them right now. Paper airplanes, and you just flying them over there. It look like LAX in Chicago O'Hara. That's the name of it. Yeah, Chicago O'Hara Airport doing business hours. You see number kites, planes flying left and right. They passing notes around. We got to get them up out of here today. And I'm sure somebody, you know how they did. They got a conference call on the phone. It probably Sister Brenda Evans and Miss Sheila, because they don't take no crap from nobody. Let me say it in the way I want to say it. They don't take no shit from nobody. So I'm sure they got on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Probably had their prayer line first. Probably did the prayer calls. You know what I'm saying? Did the the list for the sick and shut in, you know what I'm saying? The sick and shut in. And some of the people ain't even sick or shut in. You know what I'm saying? Some of them is healthy and out, if you know what I mean. But anyway, now, after they got through with that prayer line, I said, girl, let's get down to business. You know what I'm saying? Probably 10 of them on the phone. Now, when we go in there this Sunday, we're going to have it on our mind. Because last Sunday we went in there and you supposed to say this and you supposed to say that and all y'all back down. All y'all punked out on me. So this Sunday is the Sunday and show his shit stink. And if it don't, you better double check. But show is so as sure as it stank. Yes, they popped it off in there, and here we go with this video. Let's continue. Now, they said in a letter passed around the sanctuary on Sunday morning, members claim the deacons disrespect elders, and you know you got to respect your elders. If y'all taught the youngsters this, taught us this, why the hell don't you all do what you preach? Why don't, like Barry White said, why don't you practice what you preach? I mean, come on now. Now, and they also says unlawfully attempt to have church members arrested. What's this, the Potter House in Dallas, where they damn near assaulted the girl, then try to have her arrested? You feel me? Then the police come there agreeing with the damn people. Now, this wasn't the T.D. Jakes church right there that this happened at. So let me make that clear right there, because I doubt if they will do that at the head church in Dallas, because it's one of like an I think Fourth Ward in Dallas. Y'all can let me know. It's like a campus church than the regular church where T.D. Jakes at. It didn't happen at the church T.D. Jakes was preaching at. It happened at another church. Anyway, let's continue so we can go and wrap this up. I know some of you all got to get your prayer books out and stuff. Anyway, now they say they attempt to have church members arrested and threaten members by viewing individual tithing records. Tithing records. View your tithing records. So what the hell is going on? You know, am I paying you money to hear you regurgitate something out of a book? Am I paying you money just so that you can convince me that this is what I must do to be saved? Oh, I'm not gonna go over nobody's head today. I'm not gonna go there today. I said I wasn't. Let's finish up. Evans also claimed the deacons will prematurely end meetings and silence members by turning off the microphones and lights in the sanctuary. That's probably not the only thing those deacons are prematurely ending, if you know what I mean. They probably ending a lot of things prematurely in the bedroom, but I'm not going to go there right now. When WJTV's Candace Coleman tried to address the deacons about the vote, it claims more than one deacon entered her personal space, touched her camera, and told her to leave the premises. You seen one deacon looking like old Isaac Hayes' great-granddaddy telling her that this private property. I thought this was open to the public. Ain't this a house of worship? When has God became private? You know what I'm saying? So you can let these people mix, interpret, and twist the word up all you want to, but let me tell you something. When you know the word and you know the word for yourself, that's why it says, study and show thyself approved. See, when you know what you're talking about, they can't tell you ish. You know what I'm saying? They can't tell you Nathan. They can't tell you nothing. And I'm not talking about Nathan hot dogs. Let's finish up now. Meanwhile, parishioners who voted the deacons out stated, she's authorized to be here. You guys are no longer the deacons. The members voted you out. So get the hell out, like the movie. This isn't the first shouting match at New Galilean, as you all may know. In 2015, crowds verbally battled each other over the removal of the pastor at the time. Had to get him up out of there too, Reverend Durong. The debacle ended with a judge ordering the congregation to create voting procedures. They had to get a judge to step in. You know what I'm saying? Judge Harry O'Donnell himself, may he rest in peace, a judge from Night Court, for those of you who all don't know that. Now, they adopted those new procedures and now using them to vote out the deacon board. We're going to see if that's going to work, because evidently it's not working because the deacon's still there. The new interim pastor, Glendale Robinson, tried to end Sunday morning's shouting match by beginning service. But parishioners who support the deacons sang in the choir stand, preventing him from getting a word in. So doggone, what, you don't even listen to the pastor. You got the pastor on this side and you got the choir on that side. Boy, it's like a tug of war going on there. You know what I should do? I should take me a special trip, get on an airplane, because I'm not driving down there. I should get on an airplane and take me a big old rope. No, not hanging nobody. This none of that Mississippi burning bullshit. No, none of that. Take me a rope and we're going to have a tug of war. We're going to have the pastor over here with the members who want them deacons out, and we're going to have the choir and the rest of the members who want the deacons to stay in. And whoever can pull past this line, make this other person cross this line, you win. And whoever lose, you got to leave right then. You know what I'm saying? So you make sure you got your wallets in your pants. Make sure you got your purses on your arm or in your car. And make sure you got your Bibles in your hand. Because as soon as you leave, as soon as you lose, you must walk out and you must go. Let's finish up now. But parishioners who support the deacon sang in the choir stand, preventing him from getting a word in. How you sing over the pastor? Pastor trying to say, okay, church, okay. They raising the tempo. Well, all this stuff. Like, well, how you gonna hit a word if you got the choir going against the preacher? I tell you, this world is going to hell in a handbasket. Now, the deacon board eventually left. Thank God there is a God. They eventually left, but they shall return. Just like roaches. You can think they gone, but it's still one left in there somewhere. But instead of turning in their keys, they turned off the sanctuary lights and microphone, just as Evan stated. Golly, this is my first time ever laughing doing a video. I did some crazy videos. Now, these old ass men need to quit. Let me talk to some of you all, man. I know some of y'all watching this right here. Y'all need to grow up, man. Look, it's the reason why these people don't want you in there. If you more concerned with people tired and money, and I know it costs to keep the church running, but at the same time, it's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say what you say. You feel me? Like, I don't really know what's going on. Maybe some of the members down there, because I have actually one of these members in another one of my subscribers sent me the link to this video and stuff, because actually I didn't hear nothing about it. I was on some other stuff. They said, man, you need to check this out, because they know how I go in on these preachers and these churches or whatnot. But anyway, big shout out to them for sending me that. Now, I don't know what the hell going on, but instead of them turning in the keys, they turned off the sanctuary lights and microphone, just as Miss Brenda Junk in the Trunk Evan stated. Golly, let me know what you all think about this video, because this is a crying shame. I'm telling you, it's like you got to have prayer and praise in your own house. You know what I'm saying? You got to have church in your own house. But on the real though, look, you do not need these people over you. The power is in the pews, like Miss Sister Sheila Anderson stated. The power is in the numbers of the people. These people do not control the church. You control the church. Now, if you have a pastor and he was voted in through a proper procedure that you all agreed upon, he should be able to stand there and preach without having a choir trying to oversee him. You all need to get your house in order. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem right there, is that we have a lot of these people in the church, their houses, it's not in order. I'm not talking about just the church. I'm talking about their houses at home, their everyday lives. But they had a nerve enough to want to come tell somebody else how to live right. No, not going to do that, because it shows. It shows. Let me know what you all think about this video. I know I went in on it, but I had to go in on it. And big shout out to my family, my subscribers who sent me that info. And big shout out to you, Miss Brenda. Woo, Mississippi got it going on, don't they? Anyway, if you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video. And also, stay prayed up like Candace said. That gets you by. I'm out.